the Financial Wellness Academy, educating and empowering you to master your money, regardless of your current circumstances. My name is Caitriona Ellis, the founder of the Financial Wellness Academy, and in this week's vlog, we're going to talk about a concept that may seem like it has absolutely nothing to do with financial wellness. But as I explain it in a little bit more detail, it might make more sense to you. The topic is really about empowering questions and how they play such a key role in you accessing financial wellness in a much simpler way. So we can often, as we saw in last week's vlog around the calculator, we have a list of reasons / excuses as long as our arm as to why we can't do this and why we don't earn enough income and why we don't have enough time in our days and why we have so many balls juggling already that there really isn't time or energy to do anything significant about your financial wellness. And you may hear yourself asking yourself questions similar as to, why? Why is it that I don't earn a huge amount? Why is it that I don't have enough time to address this? Why is it that others seem to succeed so much easier than I do? Why? And coming from a position of victim or martyr rather, and really finding yourself spin your wheels. And it was a total revelation to me probably about 6-7 years ago now, when a mentor introduced the idea of empowering questions to me. And I didn't get it until I started using them myself. And I found myself coming up with really different solutions to some of the age-old problems I kept experiencing over and over again. And it was like, wow, again, this is something really simple. It's free, and it had a profound impact on how I do life in general, but in particular with my money. And as many of you will know, I've had countless opportunities to experience financial challenges. And so I've had regular use of these questions. And it's very tempting when you're in a challenging position to use disempowering questions. And disempowering questions sound like, why me? Why now? Why isn't it someone else? Have I not suffered enough? How is it fair? And on it goes. But if you take a different approach to the position that you're in, recognizing it may be challenging right now, and that's okay. But what if you approach the situation you're in now and ask yourself some empowering questions? So you might ask yourself things like, well, what is the one thing that I could do right now that would make a significant difference on my financial wellness? And as women, when we ask ourselves those kind of questions and we create a little bit of silence or space for the answer to drop in, we generally intuitively know whatever that one thing is. And it's very tempting to look forwards and be totally overwhelmed by all that needs to be done. And this really is sabotaging your progress in so many ways. So encouraging yourself to focus on that, just that one next step, and backed up by that one of my favorite quotes, you don't have to see the whole staircase to take that next step. So ask yourself this empowering question. What one thing could I do today to nudge my financial wellness forward? And variations of that might look like, who can I speak to that's already in my network, maybe of friends or acquaintances, or one step out, somebody I'm close to who knows a person who I can have a conversation with. And maybe that conversation is around investing. Maybe it is around creating a new stream of income. And maybe you can ask yourself other empowering questions like, how can I reframe this? So you might be experiencing a financial challenge, and rather than looking all the drudgery and misery and hardship it's bringing, try and find the silver lining. In my most recent financial challenge, which was significant in the region of 80 to 90,000, there are countless silver linings that have emerged from that. And if I was just focused on the impact of that challenge, which I don't underestimate for a second, I wouldn't have been able to see all the silver linings that it brought me, all the learnings, all the connections it gave me, all the opportunities it has presented. I would have been, blinkered by the disempowering approach to it. So look at your situation right now and where you want to be and ask yourself, what's that one question that would make the difference? Sometimes it is around action. Sometimes it might be around reflection. So how can I create some space in my day to give myself some space to see what that next one thing would be? And I get pushback around this and think, well, how's one action going to make a difference? But if you ask yourself that question and take that action on a regular basis, before you know it, you look back and you see that all those pieces have added together and you are so much farther forward than you ever thought possible. And this links back to an earlier vlog around the transformational impact of baby steps. So if you haven't watched that episode already, just have a look through and see on how this pieces together. So I'd encourage you to start to think about where you are right now, where you want to be, and what is that one question? So is it space that you need to create? Is it that one action? Is it that one person you need to talk to? Is it that one event that you need to go to? Is it that one program you need to do? What is it that could help you? And if it's a conversation with me that might help, then feel free to book in a complimentary financial wellness clarity call. The link is below. And I would happily chat with you for 30 minutes and see if I can potentially give you some third-party insight on what that thing might be if you're stuck. Okay. So I'll leave that thought-provoking idea with you. And I'd encourage you to try and find a way to embed that in your daily habits. It might look like entering a digital reminder on your calendar or whatever kind of app that you use to ask yourselves on a regular basis at a good time, what empowering questions can I ask myself? How can I reframe this? For the reminders that I need on a regular basis, I put them in as digital reminders and they pop up at various times during the day to remind me of how I need to refocus on the things that challenge me. So if disempowering questions is a challenge for you, let's see how we can flip that for you. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any thoughts, questions, aha moments, please share them. Feel free to drop me an email, comment on the video underneath. And I look forward to connecting with you. Here's to your financial wellness. See you soon.